it's Tammy from Bottles of Bliss. How's everyone doing? It's been like a hot 5 minutes really though, because I just ended my one video and I thought I got another one planned, so we're gonna go ahead and roll with it. I struggled a little bit on my first video. I went outside this morning and there was pollen everywhere. And so I was a little coughing a little bit on my other video, which I apologize. I went out to get a soda. I know. I probably shouldn't have, but I did, and that's what happened. I got pollen in my throat. And I got to coughing a little bit. My car was covered in it. My goodness gracious. It was 80 degrees yesterday, and my car's covered in pollen. And as soon as I got in it, when I went to go to McDonald's, which I know I'm supposed to not really be doing, I saw that pollen and I was like, oh no. But it doesn't really bother me too much, but my poor son, Seth, oh gosh, he works outside and he's going to be miserable. Oh, poor guy. But anyway, but that's Maryland for the springtime. It's crazy. But hi. So how you guys doing? So I slouch, don't I? I sit like this all day at work. Ugh, this is bad. I sit like this and I type all day. What a bad posture. Supposed to roll your arms back. I remember I was walking down the hall one day and one of the doctors I work for said, Tammy, straighten up. And I was like, look, I've been doing this 33 years, 35, sitting at a desk, working on a computer. This slouch, it took me years to get. So she said, I want you to do something. Stand against the wall. And so I stood against the wall and she said, I want you to put your shoulders on the wall. I couldn't do that. Are you kidding me? Can you guys? I couldn't stand against the wall and put my shoulders. They didn't even reach back there. I'd be walking around like that. That's ridiculous. But anyway, I got the hump and I paid for it for a lot of years of being a medical secretary since I was 25, I guess, 24, and I'm 60 now. So yeah, I don't get up much. You should get up and walk, but I don't. I literally just sit at my desk. But anyway, so today I was thinking about spring, and I've been seeing a lot of spring. I shouldn't do this. That was so weird. I think like I get a little arms. Oh gosh. Anyway, too much caffeine already. So I've been seeing a lot of spring reviews, and I thought, well, they have spring trays. I don't have a tray, so I just thought I would pick out some spring perfumes that I love. And I have a lot. So I had to just pick out some because there's so many more that I could add to this, but we'd be here all day. So I decided to pick out some of my favorite spring perfumes and tell you a little bit about them. And I'm not going to rate them because they're all 10s. Some of them, I think I rated them all as 10s. And if not, they're 10s now after I've worn them. So no need to rate at all. They are all 10s. All 10s. All right. Picture me and my mom and I. She's just popped out when I moved that. My mom and I. She's watching me. All right. So I picked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I picked out 6 lovely spring perfumes. There's more, of course, but you just gotta grab what you love. And even though I love them all, and just go with that. So no order at all. They're just beautiful. So I've probably done reviews on a couple of these, so we'll roll through. I don't need to go a whole lot of details with these. I just wanted to let you know what I love for the spring. And if you haven't tried some of these, try them. You probably will really like them. So anyway, of course, it's my new purchase, my Jo Malone Sakura Cherry Blossom. I did a review on this last week, I believe. And this, wow, this is stunning. So I am going to smell them all because they're so beautiful. And my room is going to smell good later. I mean, it's nice to go through the 10s because everyone is just going to be like so pretty. I can't tell you how much I love that. And I don't know why, but this perfume just gets me teary-eyed for some reason. It's probably because it is similar to my mom's, but other than that, it's just, I'm an empath. I'm very sentimental. Everything makes me cry. I cry all the time. I think it's so beautiful that this is so beautiful that it makes me teary-eyed. I don't know. It's so beautiful. Gosh. The top notes are bergamot, mid notes are cherry blossom, and the base note is rosewood. 1, 2, 3 notes. 3 notes for one of the most beautiful perfumes that I've ever smelled in my life. And I got a lot. So that says a lot. And, oh my gosh. Whew. There's nothing else more beautiful. Gosh. Okay, let's move on here. I'm going to be a big sappy mess. I know, over perfume. Ask my daughter. Every time I come home, she already has my tissues ready for the day. You know, I tell her about my day. I cry all the time. But so that was Jo Malone's Sakura Cherry Blossom. It's new. It's limited. If you're remotely interested, I can tell you it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Get your hands on it before it goes away. So, all right. My second lovely spring perfume, these are so springy. I just love it, is Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. I got a little bottle. I got a little tiny bottle, and she's so pretty. Oh gosh, I just love her. Her top notes are Sicilian Mandarin. Mid notes are pink peony, Damascus rose, apricot, and peach. And the base note is white musk. All right, remember these are all 10s. They're so beautiful. So beautiful. I just love the smell of all of these. Thank you, Lord. My gosh. These perfumes are very soft. I do like soft fragrances. I don't like a big punch, you know. I don't like a big pow when I'm spraying, when I put it on. They're just soft and they're so beautiful. And this one, goodness. It's absolutely floral, beautiful. I don't get a whole lot of fruit in it because there isn't any, right? Mandarin, apricot, peach. Now I just smell a floral bouquet of goodness. Lots of goodness in here. And that's Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. I also have the rollerball in this one too. Isn't it lovely? Gosh, I know. I can't wait to hear how many of you have these fragrances. You know, they're just so lovely. I just love them. And okay, so I got 4 more. This is so much fun. It's like such a springy day. I'd have my window open, but it's too noisy out there right now. You know, just sometimes fire trucks and birdies and things like that. My next one I'm going to do is a new one, which is, you know, I blind bought this one. I blind bought every single one of these except for 2. But anyway, this was a blind buy. I just did this one the other day or last week. This one is Tiffany and Company Sheer. So if you watched my videos, you saw this. I think this was last week. I'm not really sure. But anyway, it's beautiful, right? I mean, goodness, look at that. Oh, man, she's pretty. Gosh. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. What can I say? They're so pretty. Yeah. What a great spring fragrance. My goodness gracious. Oh, I didn't read you the notes. Top note is mandarin leaf, black currant. Mid note are rose, ylang ylang. Base note is musk and iris. I love that name, Iris. I think there was a song by Goo Goo Dolls named Iris. I don't. One of my favorite movies is City of Angels with Meg Ryan and oh my gosh, why can't I think of his name? I can't believe I just drew a blank on this. But anyway, that was one of my favorite movies in the whole world. And so anyway, why am I telling you about this? Hold on. Oh, okay. Because of the Iris song. But anyway, Iris was, the Goo Goo Dolls Iris was played in the City of Angels. But anyway, so that was one of my all-time favorite movies. And, you know, the main character, the angel that came down was named Seth, which is one of the reasons I named my son Seth, because that was my absolutely one of my favorite movies. And anyway, so that just came to my head that song was part of the movie, and the movie led to me is one of the reasons that led to me naming my son Seth. The other one, of course, is Seth is one of the children of Adam and Eve. He was a good son. And it's funny because I wrote a romance novel back in the 90s. I think it was 96. I wrote a 382-page romance novel, almost got it published, but I didn't. And I pursued getting it published for a while. Back then, you know, things weren't on a disc. They were on manuscripts. And I actually have the manuscript in my closet, of course, with a couple copies. But anyway, it's funny because one of my main characters in my book was Seth. And I totally forgot, you know, because I had my son in 2003. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, you know, Seth was a character in my book. So I've loved that name for a long time. But anyway, so not to get off track, but I did. Okay, so Tiffany and Company is beautiful. Definitely a wonderful spring fragrance. It's a little pricey, but you know, there's so many other ones that, you know, aren't as pricey that are just as beautiful. And so anyway, that is a beautiful fragrance for spring. And I can't think of the guy's name, and he's one of my favorite actors, and this is gonna bother me the whole time. Gosh, that's so weird. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I've seen all his movies and I love him. But anyway, so number 4 is going to be, I'm going to do this one because I just love all these. This one I got not too long ago, Daisy Marc Jacobs Oh So Fresh Glow. And this is so beautiful. Oh gosh, let me tell you what. This is stunning. I love it. You know, I'm not huge into the Marc Jacobs line. I do have 2 other ones and I love them too. I just haven't purchased like all of them or anything. But this top note is grapefruit and pear. Mid notes are violet, raspberry, cedarwood, and the base notes are cedarwood, musk, and mimosa. And this is lovely for the springtime. Oh my gosh. And summer. I wear all these. I will wear all these through the summer too. These are not just spring fragrances, you know. I wear mine all year long. I don't care what season I'm in here in Maryland. I wear them all year long. So all of these will be worn all through the summer, all through the spring, everything. But these are, you know, if I had to title these, yeah, these would be some wonderful spring fragrances. So, and this one is just this is lovely too. I have the one that's orange, and that's phenomenal. I could have grabbed that too, but I'd be here all day pulling all my perfume out. Yeah, I love this, you know. It definitely has the Marc Jacobs DNA. You can tell this is absolutely Marc Jacobs Daisy line for sure. And that's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful for the springtime. The green one, the orange one, all have these lids, you know, they'll have these lids. There's one that's green and there's one that's orange. They're just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. The orange one is really good too. I'm remembering that. But yeah, so this is wonderful for the springtime and summer, whatever you want to do. All right. And the next one is, if you watch any of my videos, you'll remember I've always said that there's been one perfume years ago that was always my absolute favorite perfume that started the whole thing. I had this perfume years before I even bought another perfume. But that is my beloved and favorite Jimmy Choo Blossom. Jimmy Choo Blossom. It's probably like my fourth bottle. I've had the big bottles, I've had the little bottles. I will say that this does not, I think it lasted about 1.5 years on my shelf, and then I had to throw it out, which was hard to do. But these are not real expensive, but they're beautiful. These different sizes, but yeah, this is stunning. And so yeah, I gotta show this. Absolutely. The top notes are raspberry, red berries, citrus. The mid notes are sweet pea, which, my goodness, rose, and the base note is white musk and sandalwood. All right. Jimmy Choo Blossom. You got to get your hands on this one. It's an oldie, but gosh, it's a goodie for sure. It's the one that I loved first in my life, you know. I mean, gosh, you just can't go wrong with this one. Gosh, I've loved it, and I've never stopped loving this. I don't love it any less today than I did 10 years ago, or whenever. More than 10 years ago, probably. It's absolutely stunning. So if you don't have Jimmy Choo Blossom and you're looking for a fruity floral, this is it. It's got berries and what's the floral? Sweet pea, rose, but it's very berry forward. It's just, but it's not like childlike berries, you know, like it's so wonderful and beautiful. And I don't know what else to say about this one, but this will always be my very first love, you know. The Joe Malone Scarlet Poppy is my all-time favorite, but this is like my beginning favorite perfume. Started it all, and I love this one. So get your hands on it if you can. And this little bottle, it wasn't very expensive, but it's beautiful. And what comes out of this liquid is amazing. Whew, let me tell you. All right. All right, let's get on to the next one. I love them all, and they're all 10s. But I do have to say that this one is, you know, gosh, this one is amazing. And I got this not too long ago, and it was a blind buy. Everything is a blind buy except for Marc Jacobs. Jimmy Choo was a blind buy when I bought it. Tiffany was a blind buy. Miss Dior was not a blind buy. I bought that at Macy's. And the Joe Malone Sakura Cherry is a blind buy. So this one here was a blind buy. And oh my goodness. This perfume is amazing. First of all, the bottle, I'm sold when anything is pink. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. You know what I would give this one? I would not only give it a 10, I would give this 100. 100. It is beautiful. Beautiful. This is Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. Look at that. I got a little itty bitty bottle. And I don't think it was too expensive. Oh my goodness gracious. Top notes are pomegranate, yuzu, Y-U-Z-O, looks like a lemon on the picture, and water notes. The mid notes are peony, raspberry, lotus, magnolia, and the base notes are musk, mahogany, and amber. It's Nicolas Cage. Oh my God. The whole time I'm like, who is that? It's Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan played in the movie City of Angels back in the day. It was a long time ago. And anyway, that's always been one of my favorite movies. And Nicolas Cage, he played the angel who came from heaven, who fell in love with Meg Ryan. But anyway, so Nicolas Cage's name in the movie is Seth. And the first time I ever watched that movie, you know, she was a doctor and she was in the hallway, and visiting hours were over, and Nicolas Cage, Seth, was standing there looking in the room of a patient that he knew who was a former fallen angel. And Meg Ryan came up to him and said, you know, the waiting hours are over. And she ended up saying, you know, what is your name? And he turned around and he just looked at her and said, Seth. And that was it. I just knew I would have a boy named Seth one day. I didn't know I'd be 40 almost, but, yeah. So anyway, I got off track a little bit there, but I love my son so much. I just love him so much. Gosh, you know, he's the only boy I have. And, you know, I had my girls when I was married to their father. So Nicole and Aaliyah were when I was married, which I had Nicole when I was 21 and Aaliyah when I was 28, I think. Well, they're 6 years apart, so maybe I had Nicole at 22 or something. But anyway, Nicole and Aaliyah came from when I was married to their father. And then we divorced when they were young. I think Aaliyah was like 4. And then I met Seth's father, and we, you know, didn't make it. We weren't not married, but and there comes along Seth, and I was just about on the cusp of turning 40. Who would have thought? I would have thought. I worked in pediatrics, right? I was in pediatrics for 16 years, and seeing all those babies come in, I was like, oh. So I kind of knew in my heart I'd have another one. And thank you, God, so much for blessing me with my son, because I tell you, you know, boys are different. They're just so sweet. But anyway, kids are amazing. But anyway, got off track. So Versace Bright Crystal Absolute, amazing. And yeah, so gosh, if you haven't smelled this, oh my gosh, it is so good. Oh man. Oh man, I tell you, goodness gracious. This is beautiful. I'm telling you what. This is so pretty. I mean, seriously, it's way above a 10. It's absolutely stunning. It's just a little bottle I got, and had no idea what it smelled like. It was completely a blind buy for me. And I have, see here. This is Versace Bright Crystal. It's actually pink, if you can tell or not. And this is Versace Yellow Diamond. So I have these two, and they are amazing. Oh my gosh. I love them so much that when I came across this one online or whatever, and I knew that I loved bright crystal, I knew that I was going to love this. So it was a blind buy, but this one is so beautiful. And I thought to myself, this is going to be a little bit stronger, but I love this so much that I know it's going to be worth it. And it was. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, I love them. And I love all of my perfumes. And anyway, so if you haven't tried this, try it. It's absolutely stunning. And I think that's about it. Let me see how it kind of compares to this one. It's exactly the same, but this one is more, I would say, kind of juicier, like stronger. Now, these are ones that are very light, so you probably do need to do a little bit of spraying there. Wow, gosh, you know, these were blind buys. I had no clue what these smelled like. And so happily surprised, my goodness. What's this one? Oh, gosh. It smelled like lemons and pineapples. I don't know if that's in there. I'm probably not, but man, goodness. I'm telling you, I just love fruity florals. They're just so amazing. But anyway, these definitely solid, good blind buys if you haven't tried it. And this, if you like fruity florals, get it blind buy 100%. But anyway, so that's all. Kept you guys for 26 minutes. And I did good. I don't think I coughed one time. So I guess I got it all out of my system on the previous one. So sorry. But anyway, so all right, you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later. I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you like my spring perfumes. I have lots more, so but I couldn't bring them all out, but these are, you know, they're just beautiful. So I will talk to you guys soon, and have a great Sunday and a great work week. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.